Oh my gosh. Yo, that was such a close call. But anyway, it's really good to have you guys on board, and I'm so excited for today's unboxing. It's giving local, it's giving South African, it's giving the Mecer 2-in-1 DP10S Plus ruggedized tablet. I'm so excited, guys, for today's unboxing. And if it's your first time joining us and it's your first time tuning in, my name is Peter Mudiba. I am the host of It's Giving Mecer. This is just, guys, a cool and fun space where we talk all things unboxings, reviews, and thought leadership. Mecer is a proudly South African tech brand that is made by the people and for the people. It's a one-stop shop where we offer all things when it comes to notebooks, desktops, monitors, and much more. And it's made for work, it's made for school, it's made for every day, and ultimately it's made for progress. Guys, please do us a favor and make sure that you like, you share, and you also subscribe to our channel, because it really goes a long way and it's going to help us to really just make more of an impact and expand our reach. Today is going to be a good one. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, Bafetu, so first things first, I'd like us to look at the overall packaging of this product. And I'll actually be honest with you guys, I'm actually feeling the weight of this product, and it's actually a little bit on the heavier side of things. But the reason for that is because if you look at the badge here in front, it says that it's military standard 810 certified. So what that actually means is that it's strong, it's robust, it's durable, and it's powerful. So that's such a big win when it comes to this 2-in-1 tablet. If you look at the front facing side of it, you can see the product and what you can expect when you open up the package. And if you look on the other side, these are just some of the product features that are shown when it comes to the product. So I know that you guys have been waiting for this part, because now it's time for us to open up this bad boy. Alright, so let's open up this bad boy. Guys, I have to confess something. I actually forgot my equipment, so I'm gonna ask my team to quickly just throw me something to open up this product. Team, please, can I have... Oh my gosh! Don't try this at home. Yo. Guys, I almost got killed. Like, I almost got killed. My word, my team's trying to kill me so early, right? But anyway, I'm too young. So, let's open up this thing over here. Ooh, there we go. I'm struggling, yeah? And by the way, this is also how I open up my Christmas presents. It doesn't look very fancy, guys, when I open up stuff, but please just bear with me. All right, please bear with me. Okay, and there we go, and voila. All right, so I'm gonna throw this guy away, throw that away, and yeah, it's looking very nice. Okay, so let me open up this backside over here. So all I need to do is just do that. Let me just stretch it out a bit. I see what I need to do. There we go, it's open there. And then, come on. There we go. Okay, so I'm closing my weapon, guys, here. Let me put it there, aside. Now it's time. Can I get a drum roll, guys? Give me a drum roll. Ah, man, let's open this up. And there we go. Ah, it's done. Okay, so let me put this over here. It's actually the tablet that is showing, and I want to show you guys over there. So here is the tablet over here, and let me just take it over there. So here it is, so you guys can see. So I'm going to put this on the side here for now. We'll look at it a bit later. And then this is what shows over here, this empty space. And then we're gonna do this over here, put that to the side. And then what we have here is a couple of things. Right, so you guys can see some accessories as well as the manual. So this, I believe, is the manual for the product, which we don't read, guys. Let's be honest, we never read manuals, right, whatsoever. So yeah, I'm gonna put this to the side over here, and then this over here, which is the last part, it's empty, but this is the last part over here, and this is actually the charger over here. Right, so this is the charger of the tablet, and then that's about it, that's all that is left. So I'm gonna put this to the side. So here is the tablet. Let me open it up for you guys so you guys can have a look. Right, and look at that finish. That looks very, very nice. I'm gonna show you guys the back side of it as well. Very, 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 very nice. All right, let me try open it up for you guys so you guys can see. Okay, so here we go. Man, it's so clean, guys. It's very, 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 very clean. And yeah, so I'll remove this part so you guys can actually see as well the keyboard, and it's very, very nice. And then it also has the pen here on the side here. I'm not going to take it off right now. And yeah, let's do a deep dive in terms of the internal and the external features. Alright, so yeah, let's take a deep dive into the external and the internal features of this product. But guys, before I actually get into that, so I'm going to make sure that all of this is gone. We don't need that, okay? And we can just focus on this product. Alright guys, now that everything is aside, it's time to take a deep dive of the external features of this tablet. So as you can see here, there is a red stick over here. It is an anti-scratch screen protector, so it's very nice that it has already been installed on the tablet. And then as you can see, this is the black display over here. I believe that the display is 10.1 inches, and this is the camera over here. So if I just bend the tablet slightly, as you guys can see over here, we have what is called the camera shutter. So I'm going to just take the tablet here and just show you guys over there. It's a bit white over there, but this is basically a camera shutter. And the reason why you'd actually use this camera shutter over here is because of privacy. So let's say you like attending meetings and webinars, and just you have online virtual meetings and stuff like that, you would want to actually just close your camera by using the camera shutter. So you can just make sure that the camera is on and off by using the camera shutter. And I think you guys can see it slightly there. When I go on and off, you can actually see when it's on and off. So there we go. And then the actual feel of this, so I'm going to just explain to you guys the actual feel of the sides over here. So it's actually very, very nice because the corners are just like reinforced, and you can actually feel on the sides over here that it's actually very protective and well built. And I just want to echo this, what I'm saying to you guys, because here just next to the camera shutter, we have the buttons. All right, there's buttons here, the power button and the volume buttons, and they're actually very, very firm and very, very tough. And that's actually a good thing, because it actually means that it's actually protective. So in whichever environment that you are working in and whatever you're doing, it actually means that it's not going to be affected in any way possible. So that's actually a very nice add-on and feature just over here. So it's very reinforced, and it's actually very, very protective and whatnot. So let's carry on just looking at the external features of the tablet. On this side over here, we have the stylus, pen over here, so you'll use the pen just to play around and do whatever you need to do on the tablet. So here's the nice little stylus over here. Cool. I'm gonna put it back on over there, and then we'll basically look on the other side. So over here there's actually a flap, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open up the flap for you guys so you guys can actually have a look. So let me open up the flap, and the way you open it up, there's just an opening here in the front. You just open it up there, and then that's how you can actually open up the flap. So as you guys can see, there's different input points over here, and I'm just going to explain to you guys what they are. So let me go closer there. So at the top here, we have an aux So the first one is an aux, so that's just basically for, you know, your sound, or if you have earphones and whatnot, so you can just plug in your aux over there. And then the next one over here, we have a type C. There we go. We have a type C port over here, and then we have a mini HDMI port over here that you can plug in. And then next to that, we have a USB port. And then after that, we have an SD card slot port over there. And then what's also nice, we have another aux input over here slot, if you just want to plug in an aux over there. So what you do to close the flap, all you need to do is just go like that, and then it is closed. And then there's nothing on the other side. The other side, as I explained to you guys, we have the stylus, so it's over there. And then we have one more USB port, which can be found on the side of the actual keyboard. Okay, so it's actually on the other side. My apologies, but here it is. So you can actually find the other USB port on the side of the keyboard, just down over there. All right, just down over there, you can actually find it. All right. Okay, so this is the back cover of the tablet, and as you guys can see, this is the camera over here. So with the camera, there's two cameras. So this camera over here, this is the back camera, and this is 5 megapixels, and then the front camera over here that we were playing around with is the 2 megapixel camera. Okay, so this one here is 5 megapixels, and then this one over here, which is the front one, is 2 megapixels. So it's not really used for IG, and if you're a social media guru or you're a content creator, I wouldn't advise that you would use the tablet for content creation. But yeah, you can still go about taking nice pictures and videos the way that you would like. Okay guys, so here's the best part. Are you guys ready for this? I don't know if you guys are ready for this, but I need you guys to give me a drum roll. Check this out. Check. Here we go. And boom! Ha! 2 in 1. I'm telling you guys. I am telling you guys. Did you guys see that? 2 in 1. So I just separated the tablet from the keyboard. So I'm gonna just put the keyboard aside for now. And you see, now this is just the tablet. This is where you can just make use of the tablet by itself, should you wish to do that. And yeah, it's also just very nice and very handy, and you can put it in your bag and just make use of it the way that you want, with the stylus and whatever you actually want to do. But let's just say you in a place, or you find yourself in a situation where you actually just want to make use of the tablet with the keyboard. You can actually carry the keyboard around with you, and what you can do is you'll just make sure that you look over here. As you guys can see, we have the openings, the magnetic openings down here on the tablet, just at the bottom. So you'll just make sure that you just, there we go, attach it again to the actual keyboard. So let me pull it out again over here, and then just with the keyboard, I just want to show you guys there. Very cool. And then here are the two actual magnetic points, okay, where the tablet is going to attach itself on the actual keyboard. So this is actually very nice and very handy. But again, so if you want to just use the tablet, then just pull it out, and then you can just make use of the tablet should you wish to do that. And then if you want to make use of the keyboard, you just connect it again, and then this acts as a notebook. It actually acts like a nice notebook, and it's actually very portable, very light, and very customizable the way in which you want it to be. So yeah guys, very handy and very cool. Alright guys, so it's time to look at the internal features of this product. So it's time to switch it on. So let's switch it on over here on the side, and there we go. So a light is actually flashing blue, so that means it's switching on, and as you guys can see, it has the Mecer logo that has popped out. I just want to see what's going to happen after this moment over here. Let's see what it says or what it does. Or it just says just a moment. Okay, no, that's fine. So as we have this moment, I just actually want to share with you guys an interesting fun fact about the Mecer tablet range. So did you guys know that Mecer is one of the few brands that actually produces tablets that are compatible with Windows? Did you guys know that? No, you didn't, right? Did you know that? If you did, make sure that you just go in the comments and let me know if you have other interesting facts when it comes to Mecer. So I want to just see if it's still not on yet. So it's giving us the death circle, but it's fine. It should go on right about now. Let's give it a moment. And then it has the Windows logo over there. Now that the device is powered on, if you actually want to look at this this device in terms of the setup and all the steps and whatnot, and just take a deep dive, then you can also just let us know in the comment section, and we'll make sure that we accommodate you guys for that. But this is actually, guys, going to be your part where you just set this up according to your specs, according to your configuration, just according to the way that you want. This is actually going to be your portion. So let's talk about a little bit about the internal features of this product. So it is compatible, as I said, with Windows 11, either Home or Pro. And then in terms of the processor, it has an Intel Celeron dual core Gemini sort of processor. Okay, so that's actually what is installed in terms of the processing unit of this product. In terms of the battery, you can expect about 6 hours of operating time. And in terms of connectivity, it is Wi-Fi as well as Bluetooth enabled. Alright folks, so let's talk about the memory and the storage. So the memory is 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the internal storage capacity is 128 gigabytes. Okay folks, so enough about the technical jargons and the hoo-has and all the high-level specs and high-level stuff. Let's actually dive deep into the golden question, like why should you actually get this product and why is it going to add value to your life? So the answer is very simple. It's actually able to withstand the toughest conditions, okay? And it's water resistant, dust resistant, drop resistant, and it's just able to actually withstand like extreme temperatures. So this is why you should actually get this product. And if you're working in industries like construction, logistics, you're looking at field services and outdoor activities and adventures, this is actually why you should actually get your hands on this tablet. Actually guys, now that I think about it, this product can be used in the educational space. Reason for that is because it allows for collaboration, communication, as well as interactive learning. It's such a nice add-on because teachers as well as learners are able to just collaborate and just communicate, and it also has Windows 11, so it allows for that functionality. And then if you think about it guys, also in the educational sector and in that space, there's a large number of learners as well as teachers. So what's nice about this product, because it's ruggedized and it's also protective, it allows for multiple users to actually make use of it. So it's very, very nice in the educational sector as well. Alright, and it is a wrap guys. We are done with the unboxing of the Mecer 2-in-1 ruggedized DP10S Plus tablet. Man, this was such an amazing unboxing session, and we really delved deep into the internal and external features of this product. And guys, please let me know what you think of this product. Is it something that you're going to use in the future? Is it something that you actually want to get? And speaking of actually getting it, if you want to purchase it, I'll leave all the information down below in the description so you guys can actually utilize that. Please remember guys to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel because it is Giving Mecer. We want to give you guys more Mecer unboxings and reviews and thought leadership, so please make sure that you do the right thing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.